What is up, y'all? Welcome back to episode 22 of From Bedrock to Java. Today's episode is going to be jam-packed full of building. We have 3 goals in today's episode. Number 1, we want to upgrade our nether portal so it doesn't look ugly. Number 2, we want to go ahead and get started on building up our chest room and continuing the work on the mega base. Number 3, we need to start work on a sugarcane farm because we need rockets as soon as possible. Before we get to work on anything else, I want to go ahead and start working a little bit on the outline because I was so inspired when I started this the other day that, I want to continue it. I want to keep working on this outline and figuring out exactly what I have planned for the rest of this mega base. As you can tell, I've been working in this area quite a bit recently. That's because I want to work on this general courtyard area before I get to work on anything else. Because this courtyard I feel like is going to be a pretty mainstay of my building, and I figure it's, going to look pretty important from the side. At least from this specific area. I of course want to add more of these types of areas surrounding the base at some point. But of course, me being me, I got distracted pretty easily and I started working on the roof of this building. I kind of wanted to just start working on this part so that way the exterior of this castle section looks pretty good. Because right now it just looks like a flat wall, kind of, for like a backdrop. Not really anything special. Anyways, let's go ahead and work on this entrance right over here. I feel like this entrance has to be pretty grand and something that would feel amazing to walk through. So I went ahead and added these little spikes that pop out of the walls, which kind of make this thing feel pretty epic to walk up and down. Man, these look pretty good. This specific video clip has been really rough to edit because I've been jumping around this entire area trying to figure out the outline for my castle. It's because if I want my castle to look perfect, I need to jump around and make sure every aspect fits together properly like a puzzle. If they don't fit properly like a puzzle, something's gonna be out of place, not fit, or even break the entire integrity of the build. It might not look as good as it could be if I don't pay attention to everything. Another issue is the fact that this clip is actually 4.5 hours long. Yeah, I had a really long recording session this day, and as you can tell, I got a lot of work done. But at the same time, not that much work done in the grand scheme of things. Let's go ahead and look at what we've done so far though. We've gone ahead and started work on a second path around the castle as well as a path through the castle. That's a pretty good amount of work, right? I started work on the walls of this entire area and I just want to make sure that I have a general outline so I can figure out where the castle fits into this mountain. Let me show you some more issues that I have with this mountain, and it's the fact that while this wall looks like it would fit in pretty well, there's kind of a missing piece of the island, and it's to my left. Right here. Look at this. It looks like there's a big rectangular chunk of this mountain that's just been carved out. At some point, I'm gonna have to terraform this to make it look more natural, but I do like the idea of there being this kind of bay type thing where boats can dock in and out or whatever. And there's a lot of potential with this area, but I just have to figure it out. As I said in the intro, I want to go ahead and fix up this nether portal. It looks kind of ugly just floating up in the sky, so I figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring in some floating ships. Because what's more cool than a flying ship in the sky? Let's go ahead and take it a step further and make it kind of steampunky or whatever. And I think this will look pretty cool, especially once this copper starts to fully oxidize. Once it's green and brown, this build will start to look amazing, and I can't wait to see what it looks like in the end. I just wanted to take a quick second to just look at this for a little bit longer, because I spent maybe 2 hours on this, and I'm actually really proud of it because I don't know how to build ships. This was my first decent looking ship, I think. And yeah, of course I had to do a little bit of a photo shoot. Hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. But yeah, anyways, since this video is titled after this specific build, I want to talk about it a little bit more. So I got to add in a lot of this greenery, which will really fit the green and blue once the copper fully oxidizes. These vines will definitely grow down to the bottom and hit the ground, but it's fine. Once they hit the ground, I'll eventually come up here with some string and cut them down to the appropriate length. I want to make this thing have a little bit of motion, so I want to have these vines fit a specific flow in a way. And that's going to take a little bit of technique, so we'll see when I can do that. Yep, I can completely confirm that this nether portal does in fact take me to the nether roof, exactly like I intended. That's a win right there. Anyways, I think this boat right here might be one of my favorite builds I've done on this entire server so far, and that's saying a lot. I've been on here for several months at this point, so yeah, I think that's a pretty good standard. I want to keep building more of these at some point and maybe make like a dock for a bunch of these types of boats. I think this will be amazing. I'm really happy that I started something that might be a key part of this entire area and the lifestyle that this entire area has. I feel like these flying boats will bring a lot of life to this place and maybe some sort of story. Let me know if y'all have any ideas for any storylines that you might want to see in this world, and maybe I might incorporate it. I'll even write a book and leave it in a special place I plan on building in the next episode. Alright, on to the next matter of importance, the chest room. I want to go ahead and make this thing as grand as possible because I need a lot of storage. My tiny little, really small, there's not enough words that mean small that represent my storage room. I need something massive to carry everything I collect because I'm a hoarder. Like I was saying though, this thing needs to be grand, so I want to have some sort of centerpiece which makes this area look really beautiful and kind of eye-catching when you walk into the room. And yes, while it is a bit of a fire hazard, I of course decided to go ahead and go to one of my original styles of flooring and just bring in a ton of wood. Especially wood logs such as oak, birch, and jungle, because those look pretty good in my opinion. Again, as I was saying earlier, look at this little chest system. It's so small, it's disgusting, like, bleh. Oh man. Look at it. I don't even want to look at it. Let's go build a new chest system. Well, as they say, go big or go home, and I decided to go big because this might be the length of my storage system. I just gotta figure out the height now, and let's see what happens from here. Maybe if I just go up a little bit higher. You know what, let's maximize it. Yeah, let's go just about to the roof. Let's try that. Long story short, this looked ugly, let me redo it. I decided to go ahead and take that giant chest array and put in some gaps in between it to split each of these chest areas into their own sections. That way I can organize my items way easier than with this giant chest array. Man, these chests take up so many of my wood reserves. Oh, I'm gonna run out of wood soon. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and take those chests we just crafted and go ahead and double up these little areas that we have set up already. I want to store as many items as I possibly can in this small little area, so doubling up on chests is not such a bad idea, right? So we have, I don't even want to do the math to try to figure out how many chests are here. I really hope that this number of chests should be able to hold me up for the rest of the season. Nope. If not, I do plan on building more storage rooms for bulk storage at some point. It's just a matter of when I do it, because I'm kind of lazy, so I don't want to do it right now, so maybe later, who knows? But anyways, I'm really liking this build so far, and I can't wait to finish this chest room. This thing is going to be amazing. Since I know for a fact that this chest room right here that I built down on the floor will not sustain what I need, I'm going to go ahead and build a balcony up above this chest room so I can have more chests in a separate chest room. Basically, I want to have a little bit of a bulk storage area for items that I have a ton of and maybe throw them up there, or just overflow from here that I can't figure out where to sort. Yeah, you know, I do that a lot. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into a little bit of the finer details, like these stairs, the fences, the trap doors, whatever, you know, to make that area look better. I also want to go ahead and start bringing up one of the other walls to close off this room. The walls I'm going to be bringing into this area are going to be more open air because I prefer the more open look of buildings, and if this building is completely open, it's just going to feel more free and less enclosed on you, I guess, when you're inside of it. I also did a little bit of work on the roof on the exterior because I wanted to figure out the exact curve I would have on the roof eventually. Now I'm back in the area where I was working on the open aired area to enter my chest room, and the reason I'm doing this section here like this is because I want to basically have a pathway that goes through the castle to another section of the castle eventually. I want it to go over a bridge and look outside, and I feel like that'll be a really cool vibe. Like, look at this. This area just has a nice vibe. Bow. Die. Yes?
So, you know how you wanted to build the Undercity in there, and you might build it in this world. I just thought, it's like add an elevator right there or something and have that go down to the Undercity.
Oh my god, that's actually big brain. Wait.
You're welcome.
I like... Okay, now I gotta figure this out. Oh, there's so much.
You probably have no idea what to do with this area.
Yeah, because, like, I want this part to continue going on, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, but that would make sense to have, like, some sort of... Oh.
Let's go in an elevator.
Oh, no.
You have a new pad and
Beep.
No mod.
Oh, yeah!
You forget about the notes mod again?
How do I get the notes?
Bren, how long has it been since you last used this note mod?
Since I downloaded it. Oh my god!
It helps with your notes, but you're gonna forget about the mod.
My first note. Don't forget about notes app.
Yep.
Oh no. 8/23/941. It's been a whole month.
2, 3, 4,
2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, first off, I would like you to... What?
You said I have something I would like you to judge, and then I said, I hate you.
Oh! Okay, first off, I need you to find the thing I need you to judge. I want to see if it's noticeable. You got that faster than I thought.
I don't know. I feel like it's the wheat field.
Yeah, I think it's the wheat field.
What?
What?
What? Oh, it's the nether portal.
Yes, sir.
Good luck getting up there without rockets.
Yep, there's no way to get up here without rockets. But I did make a little thing to drop down to.
Mines will spread down there eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Did you wax all the copper?
No. It's just taking a really long time to oxidize.
You want it to oxidize?
I want it to oxidize.
Should have maybe placed it down first.
Yeah. I need to make an area to do that.
What happened?
I'm on fire.
Why are you on fire?
I don't know, to be honest. Okay, let's go ahead and start work on the final thing I actually said I was going to do in today's episode. So underneath this floor right here, we have something very special that we need to get to work on. And I think it's time to go ahead and start work on that. We need to build ourselves a sugarcane farm, because we need to get paper for rockets as soon as possible. And of course, if I want to make a farm inside my castle, I have to make sure it looks pretty and makes sense. So of course, we're going to build a sugarcane farm in today's episode, but next episode, we're going to actually build something that houses the sugarcane farm in its totality. So, to build the sugarcane farm, the first thing we're going to need to do is to set up a actual collection system. And in this case, we're going to use rails with minecarts, which are on top of waterlogged rails. That is because the waterlogged rails will slow down the minecart just enough so I can pick up all of the items, because there's going to be a lot of items on this floor. In order to turn the sugarcane into something that can actually be picked up by the hopper minecarts, we of course need a flying machine that detects whenever the sugarcane grows, and will come by to collect all of the sugarcane. This is a pretty common design that a lot of people do, and I just decided to make one of my own because it seems simple enough to figure out. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and build up the rest of the sugarcane farm building in the next episode. And here's a little sneak peek. We're gonna go ahead and build ourselves the library. Anyways, let's go ahead and get a quick look at what we've done in today's episode. So we of course finished up this section over here to figure out the general shape, which we're gonna eventually come around in texture at some other point in time when I'm not feeling that lazy. I'm actually really loving the shape of this area. I think it's starting to look pretty cool, and I think the idea for the castle is really starting to form, and it's starting to take shape into something I love. I especially love these little corridors that I have, and this bridge is going to look pretty epic when you're looking down on the city once it's done. Hopefully this becomes the greatest build I've ever done in my life. Anyways, this has been one of the buildiest episodes I've done so far, and we set up a lot of stuff regarding the mega base, and I can't wait to get more done. But anyways, this has been a really fun episode. I've built a lot, and I really enjoyed it. Hopefully y'all did too. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and of course, have a good one, y'all. Now enjoy some of these little scenes of my boat, because I really like the boat.